You know, there's times. There's times that, you do your very best. There's a global pandemic going on, and you really do your best as a small business. Now, let me preface this. I run uh, as a business. I run gearbyseba.com, and we endeavor to have absolute top-notch spot service. I answer emails and phone inquiries and emails. You name it, I answer. Hey, Brian. I answer these questions. 11 o'clock at night. I'm doing, you know, before I go to bed, first thing I do when I get up at 5 just about every morning. And right now we're in the, hey, Dr. McFarland, how you doing? Right now we're in the middle of, and maybe you guys can share this out. This is going to be a fun one because I really got my irritations up at this moment. You'll understand here in a few minutes because I'm going to go through everything. I have hidden all defining information, but man, I just want to go over this. I gotta get this. I gotta get this off. Breaking. Anyway, I work really hard at making sure the customer's happy. We have discounts. We, and we our website. We do our very best to make sure people know that it's small. We do our very best, and hey, Quentin, we do our very, very best to be as fast as possible. But it's all custom work. We have to get the order in. We make the product, and I package everything. Everything that leaves the shop leaves because I packed it. I've touched it. I've done everything with it. Now, I deal with a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people who are international, not in the U.S. Now, my system, and you can ask anybody who's small who does this. If you're not big, you don't get any sweetheart deals. You get bupkis. You're the small guy. You're paying for everything, and if you go to my website and you're in the U.S., your shipping is automatically calculated. The shipping is what the shipping is, and that's what the post office charges, and that's the way it is. Hey, Gary. But international, when I first started, I didn't realize there's no automatic. You can't just set. So what I've done is I've set things in zones. I have a zone A, a zone B, a zone C, a zone D, a zone E, and a zone F. And each zone that I have is for packages that weigh more. Just way more the size of the packaging. It has to go it's got to be a certain amount, and there's no automatic calculation. Therefore, you have to set these values at, just right where you're going to either make it the right amount, or you'll probably end up losing money. And I think on international, I almost always lose money, including the packaging and everything. So international shipping, and so there's things that an A, and so oftentimes when somebody's international, and the site's a little confusing, so fine and dandy, they will choose the cheapest because that's what automatically pops up. Well, but in each of my ads, it says what zone the shipping is going to cost. And there's a little pop-up that nobody reads that says, hey, choose the right shipping. If you're international, you have to choose the right shipping. A lot of people get it right, and those are the ones that read. Well, so if you choose A, that's going to cost you $8, and that's for something very small. It costs me at $8. That's the minimum. Usually it's like $9 or $10, so I lose money. The B is, I think. Let me see. The B is $10. The C is $14 and D is $15. And I might consolidate these down a little bit because 14 and 15 kind of the thing. So anyway, C is 14, D is 15. E, which is our standard screen guard set for the Helix, it's $25. That's the cost, and the unit itself for international shipping is $25. I don't make a single thing on this, including the packaging. So this is all bearing on this entire situation that I got screenshots. So let's go see. Raise your prices, dude. You deserve it. Well, you know what? That's nice of you, the Guitar Geek. I appreciate it. Oh, you didn't say there was going to be a reading involved. You guys don't have to read. I'm going to read it for you. This is story time. It'll be fun. And you know what? I wouldn't normally do this, but part of this is to teach, because there's some unreasonable people out there. And I happened to deal with one today. And what's today? Today's a Sunday. What was I doing? Answering his emails on a Sunday. Basically, thanks, Brian. Basically taught him how to use. So, okay. So it's story time. So back to the shipping. So I clearly say what it's going to be. And one of the important things, and let's go ahead and get right into it here. Let's go ahead and take a look. So over here in the left box, you'll see a actual, the red lines are all me. This is what everybody has gone through when they put an order in for screen guards. If they read international shipping, now let me get my glasses. I don't like the glare, but I can't see. International shipping info. See shipping and customer satisfaction page. All the way at the bottom of my website, there's a link. The link takes you there, and it shows you the chart that I have on the right. And it says, please note, please allow up to 1 to 2 weeks for shipment. Now that is very important phrasing I use here. That's shipment. That's from when I go ahead and process and put it in the mail. I will ship it. That isn't delivery. That's shipment. Often shipped the next week after order. International shipping may be longer due to customs, and there may be added tax from your country. That's not on me, okay? So as you can see, I have E there. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, so this E to go to international customer in England. That's the closest you'll get to defining information here. It literally cost me. Now, take note. This will come important. Note it says first class international. I cannot take the first one because it's too. My package is, even though it's an envelope, it's too thick. Okay, there's a limitation on thickness. So the only one I can choose is package thick envelope, and this is based on the address. Sometimes it's a more, depending on where it's going. But this to England would be $23.28 is what I pay to get the first class international mail for my screen guards. All right, hang on. Sorry about that. So okay, so it cost me this much. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, and notice there's a refund involved. So I did give a refund to this customer, and we'll get into that in a minute. So here is the first message. Now mind you, the order came in on the 5th of April, in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah. In the middle of a pandemic. All right. Not even supposed to be working. In fact, I am in the category of shouldn't be leaving my house. I've got diabetes. I'm old, and I'm the only guy who can do this. but I have my own secluded office, so it's reasonably secure. Nobody goes into my office, and I rarely have interactions with anybody. Okay, fair enough. So this is what he says, and this was April 27th. So he ordered on the 5th. As you can see from this window, the label was created by the 15th, so it falls into my category. That says the 15th, so that was 10 days. So he's getting it 10 full days being shipped out. So I'm within my company information. So it says, "Hi Chad, can you check the info on the tracking, as there has been no movement since the 24th. So I looked at what he looked. I was like, oh yeah, okay. So here's my reply. So I wrote. So here's his question. So April 27th was the date he sent it at 12:27 a.m. Now this puts the British time on my replies, but so April 27th. So I replied right back pretty quick. So I says, hi, it takes time, sometimes a lot, in parentheses. I have no more info than you do. So he sent me the info. I have the same info. I don't have any more info. It says, in fact, you have to check with your local post or customs. And this is true. When there's an issue with it, he needs to go and take his international number and go and see about where things are. But it hasn't left the United States. But at this point, I actually have nothing I can do. There is no, the minute it leaves my hands, I have no control. We get the same information. And even if I called the number, they wouldn't tell me anything. There's no information they can give me other than what's in the tracking. They would just read me the tracking. I see the tracking. So I says, I have zero influence after it leaves my hands. Just keep eye. Typing on my phone, I sometimes can't see it, so you're going to get some broken English here. It's just the way my old eyes don't see everything. And sometimes the Siri, sometimes the iPhone, it doesn't, it goes crazy on you. So I says, I wish I had more information. Sincerely, Chad. Okay. All right. So think, okay, reasonable, fine. So moving ahead to today, right? This morning, 5:08 a.m. I don't remember when I replied, but it wasn't, I think I did it straight away after waking up, because I get up early. So it says, okay. So he says, hi, Chad. Really sorry, mate, but you will have to raise some concerns on your side. You charged me a fortune on postage, almost what your item cost. Well, I charged what it cost. I'm not Amazon. You're not dealing with Amazon. I don't have a single thing I can do. So now, mind you, by the way, he paid, if we go back, he did exactly what he shouldn't have. He did the $8. So he just chose the cheapest. So I did send him a PayPal invoice for $17, which he paid. So here we are. We're back onto it. So he says, this cost a fortune on postage, almost what your items cost. According to the tracking, they are still in the U.S. Yes. Over 2 weeks now. Yes. I don't argue with him. That taking the P, as the Brits say, I have ordered loads of items over the years from the U.S. Never has it taken this time. Clearly, this isn't first class international. Yeah, well, okay, clearly it is. I showed you what it cost and what you paid, and there it is. So you're just wrong. Customers can be unreasonable. Yeah, fantastical. Let me put that up here. That's worthy. Yeah, unreasonable. Watch my live unboxing video. Oh yeah. You bought a new toaster. I'll watch that. Send me the link. Any rate, don't do it till after this because you want to hang on. We got 8 people on. Any rate, Okay, so it says you've ordered loads of stuff from the U.S. Never has it taken this long. Clearly, this isn't first class international. Well, clearly it is a pandemic, and I have no idea what's going on. It says, I cannot check with my local post or customs, so I have no idea who they are. So he has, now keep this in mind. He has no idea who his post is. You have arranged the postage, not me. So he has no idea who his mail carrier is. Oh, or his mail post office. I don't know. It's silly. So anyway, he says the package arrived according to tracking info. Okay, fine. So here's my reply. Let me see if where am I? Right here, right there. Hold on. Yeah, right here. I said, this is what I said. Now keep this information in mind for the next email, because it gets really rich. It says, it is out of my hands. 1, this is extremely unusual. And what I mean by this, and I think it's clear by the total thing, what I mean is this situation is clearly not the pandemic, but the situation where it's bouncing around in the U.S. Okay, it's unusual. It doesn't happen that way. But I says there is a global pandemic, and I do put it in big so he understands what I'm trying to get at here. It says on at the moment. I cannot do anything until either it arrives, gets to him, or it comes back to me, and then I can either, and says, I'm sorry, stuff happens. I do my absolute best I can, and I do. One thing I can say is, regardless of how this works out, now pay attention here, regardless of how this works out, you will either get your stuff or a full refund. But please be patient. As you can see, I do not have it back, nor do you have it. If you see it's back to me, I will contact you and reship or refund. Again, this is unusual, Chad. And I think I've told him how to be. I mean, it's going to go to him every time this has ever happened, because there's been times where the international mail really blows, because it does. It's very irritating, especially being on this end. I've almost come to the point of not doing international, and I don't get too many of these, so we'll leave it at that. So here's his reply back to me. Again, today, Sunday. All right, you ready for this? There may be a pandemic, but it hasn't stopped the mail. Surely when you book this, they give you an indication of time scale. Hold on. Let's go back and look. Nope. Just says first class mail. Time scale is when you pay $50 or $60. 3-day time scale is $65. Well, he wasn't paying for $65. There is no time scale. All right, let's go right here. So, okay, being an URS, so he's calling me names about it, doesn't help. I don't believe that when I sent him that I was being an URS about it. I wasn't. He goes, as a senior manager with a large global company. Okay, you know what? Maybe your large global company has special deals, but my small little company, it don't get deals on shipping. Sorry, it just doesn't work. It says, I don't need sarcasm or dumb excuses. It's not dumb. It's not dumb. It's not a dumb excuse. It was the reasoning. I order from you over 3 weeks ago. Yeah, and it says allow 2 weeks to shipment, and I shipped it within that period. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? And it says, I have ordered parts from all over the world, including the U.S., and only minor delays at worst. As you posted it, you can inquire as to its U.S. and a local number. Okay. Yeah, I could call they're not going to tell me any more than what's on the tracking. Maybe I have tried before, but I don't need to try again because it's pointless. It's pointless. And we are in a global pandemic at this moment, and you know what? Shipping delays happen. Even from Amazon, I'm waiting, when I have 2-day shipping, I'm waiting weeks for some things. It happens. Okay, so it says, thanks for your unhelpful and thank you for being so unhelpful and a earth. If you actually took the time to read the tracking, I did. I saw it is bouncing around. I don't know. Maybe even if it looks like it's in the same city, doesn't necessarily mean it's the same actual building, facility, or location. It could be moving and could be moving very slow. And there may be a backlog in San Francisco, right? On April 24th and entered back there on May. It doesn't necessarily even mean that it left San Francisco. Okay, could have went from building to building, waiting to be shipped internationally. There may be less shipments going internationally. It just took so here's what Gary Davlin says. Says it took a month for a webcam to get from Hong Kong to him. The camera sat at various locations, ended up back at the same location, then sat in customs in California for a week. Yes, precisely. If you watch the tracking, you're driving yourself crazy. It takes time, and honestly, it's just an unreasonable thing. Anyway, he says clearly worthy of a phone call to find out why. No, it's maybe clear to you, but you wouldn't even take the time to call your post because you said you don't even know who it is. Come on. You can see I'm getting fired up. Hang on. Yeah. Settle down. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of peace. A little bit of peace. One more time. Yes. And that interlude is brought to you by Chad, who's gone crazy. Okay. So he says, let me put it another way. Do you really need to put it another way? I don't think you need to put it another way. You've been very clear. I will not wait until the item either arrives to me or, as you put it, is returned to you. I will wait 1 month only, then claim a refund on my credit card. It doesn't take 4 weeks to come across the pond, pandemic or not. Well, apparently it does, but because you can see the tracking, you see when I sent it. Silly person. Okay. It says the liability sits firmly with you as the service provider. No, it's not out of your hands. Yes, it is out of my hands. However, because you are being not the customer of the year, and man, I really wanted to unload, but I didn't. What I did is this. I am out the money it costs to ship. I am out my product until it returns, and it's going to get delivered. He has the opportunity to keep it. Not that I've given it to him, but he can receive the package and have the product. Okay, so I refunded him his $38, so as $8, and I refunded him his $17. So I'm out my materials, I'm out my packaging, and I'm out the $23 or $24 it cost plus. So I'm down $25 plus the cost of the kit. All right, so he's taken care of. So this is what I wrote him. Let's see. I says, I have not been an A. So this is my sister. She's watching. She goes, I am not sure how any of this customer's hostility is useful. What does he think he can do about a shipping company? Yeah, I know. Seems like he's hoping for something free. Yeah, and if he gets it, if he keeps it, that's on him and that's on his conscience. In the end of the day, I get to come on here and have a little venting and healing, because sometimes you just irritates you. Some people want what they want quicker than it can get there. Yeah, this is what he says. So yeah, Chris, I work for a major company that ships all over the U.S. and we are up to 10 days behind getting orders out right now. Yeah, exactly. And then Mike F., he says, Chad, sorry you have entitled customers being rude to you. This chap is missing the ability to process basic logic about shipping. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's actually why I took the extra time to do this today, because it was so bizarre. It's really bizarre. I give him, so this is what I said to him. I says, I have not been an A. I just stated the facts that it's out of my hands. You actually have been accusatory without cause, not understanding. Our transaction has me down product and shipping of $25. I processed the refund. Please refuse the package so I can recoup at least something. I wish you a better day. Really hope you reread our communications and see your accusations are unwarranted. Good day, sir. Okay, there we go. And I literally, so I'm irritated and I'm I'm going ahead and going to do this video, because I just, I feel like I need to communicate to the people out there. I need to. Hi, people. Touch. Okay. I have really lost my mind. Okay. So I said, good day, sir. And I literally think, okay, that's the last I'm going to hear from him, because he's got his refund and and he has the opportunity to be good and decent and just refuse it, and it will come back to me. But he also, I see, first class shipping is such a misnomer. Yeah, let me put this up here. First class shipping is such a misnomer. It's cheap, standard, no frills shipping, no tracking, not priority. If you want it faster, you got to pay more. Yeah, the thing is even this first class has tracking and everything. It's got it. It's just takes time. I never put in any of my website how long something gets once I ship to them. I only tell people it'll take me 1 to 2 weeks to process, because I literally have these made, package, ship, and do all customer service for all these orders. Yeah, let's see. Brewberry, he goes, some people can't deal with isolation. This is why domestic violence is pandemic. Yeah. The thing is I don't know what has caused this guy to be so irritated. My sister, it's like, we view it the same. I live and die an honest person, just like, yeah. That's the thing is, I if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And so anyway, so I wish him a good day. And I think this is over. This is finished. And then I have to get the popcorn out, because I get another email. I may even get another one after these next emails. I don't know. He should try waiting 5 months for a product. Some people don't get it. Hope taking the high road pays. That's just it. I could have just unleashed on the guy, but I'm not. That's not what I'm going to do. I don't stand back. I do defend myself. Listen. That's all I've done is defend my position, because I have integrity and I care about my customers. Some people are just jerks. There's no pleasing them no matter what you do. Yeah. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. So lo and behold, here's another email. Let's see. All right. There it is. It says, all it would have taken is a simple phone call by you, the person who posted, to the courier in the USA. And then he puts a picture tracking. Call the USPS 1-800-275-8777. Let me tell you, sir, is it possible that I may have done this before and realized that the very information that you might be seeking is the same information you already have? They wouldn't tell me anymore. They wouldn't tell me why. So this is what he says I did. So instead, you claimed it as out of your hands. And you made stupid remark in bold to the fact that there's a pandemic. Okay. Oh, whatever. Once again, I have purchased goods from all over the world and had not had serious delays, either air, sea, or rail freight. For a package, I assume you use the size of a Jiffy bag. Okay, yeah, well, I didn't rip you off, buddy, and you're insinuating that I ripped you off. I showed the cost. That is the cost. It is what it is. Holy matter. Oh, tail. Hey, hang on. See, I got me so irritated. You're right. James, thank you. I don't know how to spell good. Well, maybe it was one of those things where, because he used the word earth and called me in. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Freudian slip because he called me a behind so many times. That's what it is. An hour into your call, you might get the real person on the line. That's it. That's the case. It's really funny. So anyway, he says size of to arrive at San Francisco twice. So he doesn't even, the person who actually has ordered goods from everywhere doesn't actually understand that sometimes they move back and forth, and it's just the way it is. There for 9 days, worthy of at least a telephone call to ascertain why. What would I have gained? What would I have gained by spending an hour on the phone to ascertain something that I already know? Eventually, the package will arrive at you. Says, had I been the seller, I would have at least done the very least of that. Let's see. I would have been the very least what I would have done. You chose to do nothing. Okay. Refunded your money. Sent you a package for free. Yeah, let's say you call. What would it change? It's not going to change anything. Yeah, it's my sister's. Let's say you call. So I called. Yeah, there it is. What would it change? Nothing. Like we don't know why already. Exactly. So this is after he's already got, this is a letter, this is an email I got after he's already received his refund. I'm down, he's not. Why are you continuing? Says, I chose to do nothing. Well, wait a minute. I gave you a refund. Hence my comment. Oops, I didn't mean to leave that word there. Sorry, people. That's his word. I'm just explaining. He already used that word once before. So I apparently am a crap service because I didn't do exactly what he wanted. And he stands by it. Okay. Okay, this is, Mike says, I recently ordered a label kit from you. Tell you what, if it gets delayed in shipping, I'll send you pics of cute dogs and cats to express my severe dissatisfaction with the shipping company. Exactly. There you go. That is fun stuff. So this is what I wrote back, and I think I will check. I will check my email, see if there's been even another. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna respond again. I'm sort of done. I'm gonna check. Hang on. We're looking. There is a response I'm gonna get to in a second, but I'm just looking if there's another response. No. So maybe he's done. Hey, Brett, how you doing? Yeah, that's my sister. No, this is not my sister. How dare shipping be delayed during a worldwide pandemic? Bad shipping. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I wasn't just using the excuse. It left my hand within. It left my hands within 10 days. That's under 2 weeks, and I'm only working 1 day a week at best because of the pandemic. I can't. I can't. I can't even believe it. It's just, okay. So here's what I wrote. I says, "You say I did nothing, question mark, question mark, question mark. You are just plain wrong. Okay, have a better day, Chad." Tail. I'm going to stick to the word tail, Tail, because apparently I am a horse's tail. Okay. Okay, hang on. I actually do hope he has a better day, but we're down, and if you want top-notch customer service, not according to this person, but I do my level best at getting the deep breath. Yeah, exactly. I do my level best to take care of the customers all times during the day, night, you name it. If I had $1 for every free thing, free amount of time that I've given, I could actually be pretty wealthy right now in the last 4 years working with the Helix group. Let's see. I hope a meteor falls on the dude. No, you don't. You're just joking. Does that make you a bad human? Oh, well. Yeah, we don't hope that. I actually kind of hope the guy, has a moment of levity and kind of regrets the way he treated me. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. Still kills me. I can't read well. Sorry. I do not know how to read. Maybe that's part of my problem. Oh, heavens. I cannot spell. I cannot spell to save my life. So, I lost my mind. Okay. So, let me go back to this scene. So how are you? Anyway, that's my story. That's my story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I really do care about the customers. I even care about this guy. I hope he does realize that his opinion is in the minority by a long shot. His demeanor was fairly unstable, and I know he wants to get what he wants to get, and I appreciate that. But I have orders into Amazon. And there's been a few weeks, and it should have been normally been here two days. But I'm not. I'm sitting here going, well, there's a pandemic and everything's down, and the U.S. Postal Service and any shipper, it's wise business practice when especially in shipping, to have everything go to a certain location, and then get sorted to where it's going to go, so they fill up the plane and use their resources accordingly. So maybe they don't have the shipping going to where it was supposed to go yet. Maybe they realized that they didn't have a full plane to get it there. I don't know. maybe it got damaged. Maybe it got damaged and they just haven't. But either way, here's what happens with the package. It's either going to go over or it's going to come back to me. That's how it works. If I've received packages back and we deal with it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Sister says, let's see. Hang on. Feel so upset when people act like this. Things like this make the planet worse. It needs to be play nice. I'm ashamed of human beings sometimes. Yeah. +1 for the meteor. Steven, yeah, this is crazy. Chad is a stand-up dude. Yeah, thank you. And here's the thing. What people don't maybe realize, even though I'm a small... keep rolling back. There we go. Even though I'm a small customer, I treat my small business. I treat all my customers like they're number one. I mean, I don't know how many people I've given things to and thrown little gifts in. I just do my part, and it's his loss. I can tell you this: I don't know how much fun he is at parties. So, yeah. So, and I've shipped in the last 3 years a grip of packages internationally, and I could. I'm not a betting person, but if I put money down to bet, I bet it's going to go over. And it's probably going to be, sometimes I've had customers who are getting a little antsy about their packages internationally, and I'll get an email, and lo and behold, literally the very next day they'll get it. Now, I don't know about this one. I don't know if it's going to come in the next day. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it just comes back to me, because that's money that I've lost. So, I don't know. So, but I have taken up your time. I appreciate y'all being here, and the tale of an unreasonable customer. Maybe, well, I need to learn how to spell. That's okay. I'm leaving it up. So that's just how I roll. So on that note, let's wait. Hang on. Hey, there you go. The real conspiracy isn't why international shipping is delayed during the global pandemic, but instead where Gear by Seba's FM3 screen protectors are. Yes, those are. I'm on Monday. Tomorrow I have something arriving at my door. I think it might be called an from three. Fractal from three. Fractal audio from free. And within the week, maybe I can have the screen guards and skins for the from three. See, I use Helix all the time, right? So it's hard for me to say fractal. I'm just kidding. See, it's yeah. It's good to see humanity pull together at these times. Yeah, this has been cathartic for me, and because honestly, I was so irritated when I woke up today. And again, I took care of it. Literally took care of it for him, and he's still saying that I got crap service. I say you can't win everything, and you cannot please everybody. No matter how hard you try, you cannot please everybody. This does not make you a bad person. It just means that it's an impossibility. So I don't feel bad, because I did what I was supposed to. I replied to him. I commented, yes, I'm not going to spend an hour on the phone to get the same answer that I can look at on a screen in 1 minute. I am busy. I do work a lot. So, anyway, I've spoken enough. I've been on for 45 minutes, and I thank you guys very much. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and then I'll leave you with this last funny note. See if you can tell me in the comments what is this from?
Who are you?
I'm Bat Thumb.
Bat what?
I'm Bat Thumb.
Bat what?
I'm a bat that thinks he's I'm a thumb that has a bat. I'm Bat Thumb.
What are you gonna do to me?
Nothing. I want you to tell your friends about me. I want you to tell them that there's a new bat in town, and he has his name written all over it.
What?
Tell them there's a new thumb and there's a bat in the town, and he has their name written all over him.
Who am I telling again?
Your colleagues.
Oh, well,
Other criminals?
Oh, well, we really don't hang out together or anything. You know, it's not that organized.
Well, who can you tell?
My mom, I guess.
Fine. Tell her there's a new bat in town, and he has his name written all over her.
Ooh, I can't tell her that.
Well, just tell her to watch her step.
All right, guys. See you later. Ooh. And with that, I bid you adieu. Nope, not Thumbtatic. I'm Bathum. Bathum. A what? I'm Bathum. Bye-bye.